How exactly does the Sith Empire recover when their Emperor is dead? That is what we are going to find out in this video, picking up exactly where we left off with the annihilation of the Emperor himself by the hands of an unknown Jedi. Now I say unknown because she's honestly insignificant, but yeah. He's gone. But the thing is, there is still order because usually he is always in stasis because of his illness. Usually his right-hand man, Warlock, takes control. And right now, that hasn't changed. The new Emperor is Darth Warlock. Don't get it twisted. The Emperor couldn't be saved, but one person still could be. Rey was dying, but Cade will never let her die. She woke up slipping in and out of death and asked him straight up, is the Emperor gone? And he kept saying yes, he's gone. And she was satisfied, but he wasn't. Call him selfish, call him whatever. He was not going to be like his great-great-great-great-grandfather Anakin. He was not going to let the woman he loves die. Anyway, anyhow, she was going to survive. They needed assistance, however, so they only called the one man he knew he could trust, his only family left. He called his uncle. Midway through a business deal, he got the message and he got prepared. They said they were coming in hot, but yeah, they meant it. They were speeding through the sky. And even when they landed, Cade wanted no one else to touch her, even if he brought her here to be healed. They asked him point blank, does she want to live? And he lied. The yellow eyes of the Sith was pulsing, so they took his word for it. They healed her, or rather, they were going to. He needed to rest. He had been healing her through light space. His energy was gone, and when he finally slept, all he saw was the horror of her death, the death of the Emperor. Everything was just pain and pain. And when he finally awoken, he couldn't even rest. He couldn't even say thank you to Blue. He just wanted to go check on her. Now, Blue didn't have a jealous bone in her body, so she says. But the truth is, she knew he loved her. Her race could feel this type of emotions, literally like a paint to her face. She knew he loved her, and she didn't mind because she made him happy. But she was not going to get disrespected for no reason. She went to fix the ship, and he checked on her, finding out that she needed a lot more help than they thought. He wanted to see her. He wanted to use his ability, but his uncle said no. No more Sith eyes. You chill or you fucking leave. Well, he left, but he was going to do the next best thing because he needed something to take his rage. He said, I'm going to the city to crush some heads. Now, Sin was a W man's because he said, I'm going to pull up with you so you just don't kill nobody. Confirming to the Jedi that the Emperor was dead. Well, you see, even if the Emperor was dead, some Sith Lords were still in the picture, especially those who were loyal. He asked where the Emperor was. I cannot feel him in my mind. Move. I'm going to see my lord. She said, no, you can't. You are not authorized. He said, move. She said, no. And he just attacked. Now, Shorty was not weak at all. She could hold her own. Matter of fact, she was holding his heart with the Force. And he did the exact same. You kill me, I kill you. Make your choice. So she did. She said, fuck your heart. I will crush all of you. She started turning my guy into a freaking pretzel, dog. She was about to end him till her father said, stop. Approach. There is no need for secrecy. Everything is as it should be. The Emperor is not dead. He is in stasis. He needs to heal. I will run the nation from now on. Now, this Dark Lord Strife said, okay, because I'm loyal to the Emperor, I am also loyal to you. So, you could tell me what to do. And that is exactly what he wanted. Another Sith Lord under his belt. But you see, around the galaxy, not everyone was recovering so quickly. Cade Skywalker's uncle, a Skywalker himself, was about to make a decision that was going to haunt him for the rest of his life. The same decision his great-great-great-grandfather made. The Vader solution. His partner didn't want to. That was punishment. But as Cade said, she really wanted to live. The choice was made. Just like with the Sith, things were different now. Everything has changed. Even the council that ruled the city knew something was up. The Imperials reported the death of the Emperor to their king, also reporting the destruction of the talisman. Yeah, he was pissed off, but still, Today was a day to celebrate, right? Yeah, Cade was celebrating. He was beating people's ass. He was taking out his frustration on anyone who thought they were bold enough to take down a Skywalker. He beat the brakes off of people, and Sin was there to back him up. And boy was he rude. If they wanted to stop, all they had to do was lick his boot. And he was going to let them till backup showed. And he just kept on fighting. He didn't want to stop. The cops pulled up like, stop the fighting, find who started it. But he wasn't even hiding. I'm starting this. I'm fighting. Fight me. He was just going crazy, bruh. Using the Force as a weapon to play with people. Homie must have forgotten his actual cousin was one of the people, one of the cops. He wanted blood, he wanted death. He even said fuck punching, brought out his blaster and just started shooting folks. She had to tell him, boy, have you lost your mind? But he didn't seem to want to stop. He was so tapped into the dark side, he was actually planning to kill her until Sin said, boy, you need to chill. He said, Sin, get out the way. He said, look, it is your cousin, bro. Are you trying to kill your cousin? He must have thought about it for a second and then he realized, yeah, I'm being stupid right now, and just chilled. She wanted to still arrest him because, yeah, he was a criminal. He just beat people up and shot them for no reason. But Sin had his back still. He knocked her ass out. And I said things were falling apart. Things were actually falling in place for some people because the usurped emperor now had his throne back. All he had to do was take it, but he wanted confirmation. He didn't want to make a move. But Cade, well, he was about to see the result of his action, the result of his greed. The Vader solution had been employed on Rey, and she was pissed off. I accepted my death. Why didn't you? Why did you do this to me? I'll never feel the sun, the breeze. I want to die. Before she could kill him, Blue saved his life, and she just said, I'm done. I want to go home. And his uncle called her ship. His uncle's partner told Cade to fuck off. You lied to us. Even his uncle said you need to leave. You got 2 days and I need you out of here. Of course Rey went back to the Order because, I mean, that's who she is. She a runner, she a track star. No loyalty in her bone, even if he just tried to keep her alive. Regardless though, he hurt his family with his lies. He had to pay. He had to leave. Sin didn't like it, but it was probably what was best for his family, best for his uncle. They needed to return to what they knew best. They needed to become bounty hunters again, and they would. Oh boy, they would. Only difference is, Cade is different now. Cade is vicious.